Okay. Third one is wastage of water. The water stored in pots or buckets will be wasted or thrown away when the next time for collecting fresh water. So usually our practice is when intermittent supply is there, we are collecting water in pots or buckets. If there is no other storage tank in our house, we will collect the water in different buckets. So in all the toilets also we will collect the water and store it there. But if it is not fully consumed, what we will do, when the next time when fresh water is coming, we will throw away the water which is already stored there, and then we will collect the fresh water again. So that is the habit of all individuals. That means it is wastage of water, is it? Now the fourth one is during non-supply period, the pressure in the pipeline fall below the atmospheric pressure due to the natural gradient or due to illegal sucking of water from the pipeline. The vacuum will induce suction of wastewater from outside through leaking joints. If the pipeline laid near the sewers, then the chances of pollution is more. You got the point, is it? That means when there is no pressure in the system, that means during the non-supply hours, the pressure in the system is low, or it may be zero, and then during that time there is no pressure but water is there inside the pipe, is it? So some of the people, those who are having low pressure or those who need more water, what they will do, they will pump the water through their house connections. They will provide a tapping there, and they can connect it with a pump, so that they will pump or they will suck water from the network. That means when they are sucking water, then these pipeline will get vacuum, and the outside, that means if the outside if it is waterlogged, or if there is a leakage of sewer line near to that water supply line, then this wastewater will enter into the system, and the whole network will be get polluted, is it? That is the another problem. Then next one is wastage of water through public taps or street taps. So here usually we can see that there are number of public taps or street taps at different locations in the city, where all the people, those who are walking there or those who need some water, they can take the water from that public taps. And if it is intermittent supply, and some of the people when they opened the tap, there was no water, so purposefully or sometimes by mistake, they have not closed the tap. That means when the next time pumping, the water will flow through the tap, and if nobody is closing the tap, that means the entire water will lose, is it? So that means again wastage of water. The next one is the staff requirements. So since the supply has to be regulated and controlled to various areas at intermittent period, frequent and more valve operations are required. That means if the system to be controlled, if the pipeline supply to be controlled through the network, then the staff has to go there, they have to close the valve, is it? Then they have to open the other valve where we want to supply the water. That means more staff is required for operations. And next one is seventh point, that is the storage capacity of reservoirs to be linked with the pumping hours and other operating conditions. That is when we design the system, we are constructing the storage reservoirs, and when we discussed the capacity of the storage reservoirs, I don't think that I have mentioned it, or I forget whether I have mentioned it or not. Anyway, the storage capacity usually we are providing is 8 hours. That means if a city having 100 population needs say 4000 liters of water, or say 100 multiplied by 100, that means 10,000 liters they need, and 10,000 liters if they need, we have to construct a storage tank of if it is 8-hour storage, that means 1/3, around 3000 liters of water we have to store, is it? Since the total demand for a day is 10,000, we have to store at